Hello, welcome back to Drawing with JoJo. I am Baymax. Hey guys, and welcome back. This is episode 11. Today we're doing Baymax and Hiro. That's Hiro, I think. Yeah, Hiro. So I was at Taco Unico getting lunch with my two buddies, Tony and Peter. And Tony had brought along his three beautiful children, and they were wonderful. I love them. They're a delight. I told them about my YouTube channel, and they started freaking out. And like, can you draw me this? They kept telling me, can you draw me that? So we settled on Isaac wanting me to draw Baymax, and Adam, his younger one son, he wanted me to draw him an angel and God. So I'm happy to oblige, guys. But first up to bat is gonna be Isaac. So here I am. I got my reference for Baymax, and I have Baymax, and that's Hiro sitting on his shoulders. Now, like always, we are setting up the character. We do this by finding the floor. The next step is we do the box where he's going to be contained in, at least the rough area. And within that box, we start clumping everything together. We start doing those big clumps of mass where you chunk it. Remember, this is the blocking phase. After we chunk it in and we get the proportions correct, because we're seeing the size relationship, then we start doing the line work. And the line work, that's when not the line work, but you start just laying down some lines, and you try to copy those shapes, the negative and positive shapes, and the line itself has its own shape, right? So the line is its shape, and on either side, either negative and positive, they're gonna have their own shapes. So by doing this, you start like cobbling together this character. Like I said before too, you want to keep measuring the anchor points. You put anchor points in your mind, like little peaks and valleys, and measure them out to, like, right there. I got sorry. So right there, I use that little pinch point from the top of the leg and the stomach to kind of measure out to the finger. So that way I made sure that kind of lined up. So yeah, so just keep doing this part, and we just line it up just like before, guys. Man, today in the news was pretty trippy. I think I saw like the Notre Dame is on fire. Man, I was just thinking, that's so sad. I love the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Maybe I should do that in honor of that. I feel bad for it, because that was one of my favorite Disney movies. You know, it's like I used to be able to sing all the words to if I was one of them, and I don't know why that movie was just so awesome. I loved it. But it's sad to see that this 1,000-year-old building, or I don't know how old it is, it's up in flames right now, and I shouldn't laugh. It's sad, but it's I just pray for the people that nobody got hurt, and hopefully they can restore it. Usually these things they can rebuild and make things better and make things more fireproof, you know. So then yeah, my prayers go out to them. Also, I want to tell you guys a cool story. I'm not sure if Mikey's on here. My buddy Mikey, I drew the Naruto Kakashi versus Itachi picture for him. When I went to church, I saw him. He was super happy. He was giving me hugs, and he was like, you know, so excited. And you know what? I ended up giving him that picture. So I made him happy, and I got my first ever. Can you sign this? Or like someone asking me for an autograph. I was happy to give it to him. So that was a cool little thing that happened, and I was blessed, and he was blessed. So that's cool. Now, going back to this image that I'm drawing here of Baymax and Hiro, it was a little bit tough. It had some subtle things that were kind of tough to like lock in. I ended up, I think, making his head a little too big. I mean, but one of the problem I was having was with that leg. It was more at an angle. Excuse me. And I was working it and trying to figure out why it was not looking like dead on. And I had to just like live with it. In the end, sometimes you run out of time, and you gotta just live with it, and it's not gonna be dead on. If I invested more time, I would be able to get this thing dead on, and so I kind of just made my peace with it and kept going. That's what you gotta do sometimes. So now I'm on to the hair. I just try to get the silhouette of the hair as much as I could. I might have given him a little bit too much, but you know, what are you gonna do? This character actually was surprisingly a little bit more tough than I thought. I don't know if it was his leg that was too big, or Baymax's body wasn't big enough, but I kind of had to compress him a little bit more than usual, just to I had to sacrifice some shapes and stuff, but it came out alright still. Like with the time I had, I didn't want to spend too much time. Like always, I got so many things to do, and I'm always running back and forth. I think I'm happy with where it left off, you know. So I want to thank everybody again, everybody who's commenting. Thank you guys for the support. I got family members on there, and thank you guys, my Theo and my sister and kids and people from church, and so I appreciate you guys' help, and I will commenting and subscribing and liking. I want to give a big shout out to my church at CC Sola. I love them. I love you guys. Yeah, and hopefully I just keep making these things over and over. They're really fun, and if it goes anywhere, that'd be so cool. It'd be a blessing. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's that foot. So like, don't be afraid of just like, the cool thing about drawing with a pencil is that you can erase, right? Like right there, just delete the whole leg. Who cares? You can always redraw it again. You know, I mean, after a while the paper starts ripping, but it's okay to keep redrawing. Don't be afraid to start over again in certain parts, and that's what I'm doing right there. I'm moving things up so that way he won't be so at least the shapes will line up from Baymax's body and his foot. His foot was kind of tiny, and you saw me trying to like break my pencil. I was like, it still doesn't look good. Why? Then I realized his hand is not measured correctly, so I had to push his hand further to the right. Yeah, so it just, I had to rework it and get it. You see, you know, no one's perfect, guys. You see, even us professionals or semi-professionals, I guess, we make mistakes. You know, this one, it wasn't one of my best 1-for-1, but you still know who it is. It still looks great, you know, and I'm pretty sure. I hope, Isaac, you like it, you know. Yeah, Baymax, man, the Big Hero 6 movie. I remember that came out. I think, what year did it come out? Man, I don't remember. It was a really good film. I really enjoyed it. I think there's a lot of cool stuff in there. It was a sad, you know, when it's sad. Spoiler alert. I don't know if you haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry, you missed out. But yeah, his brother dies, and Hiro has to learn to live with that. And I think he blames himself because he went in to save somebody, to save his brother, and he got burned in the building. That was really sad. Anyway, really quickly, yeah, now I'm inking in with this felt tip pen from Sharpie. And you know what? This is my first time using this type of pen. I didn't realize how much ink drops when you stop. I was making these little dots everywhere, and the way it kind of flows on the paper, it was kind of like making my hand jitter. You can't see it there. The lines are a little wiggly, but it was a cool way to experiment. I was gonna take this into Photoshop, but I figured if I'm gonna give this to Isaac, I better have it like just done on paper and marker. That way I don't have to like try to find a printer and print it out and get color ink, and this way it would be quick, and plus I get to experiment with this Sharpie that I've never really marked with. I mean, I probably did in the past as a doodle, but like I didn't really consider the flow of ink and stuff like. But you know what? All that was fixed because line weights. That's one thing about line weights that I love, is the fact that you can cover up your mistakes. You're gonna see me go over these lines and add thickness to them, and it helps you. It helps it so much. You can hide so much with these line weights. Thank you, God. So you're gonna see me like just making a nice thick border all around and just fixing issues. Right here, I redraw it again before I start inking it. I had to get it down because it was driving me nuts, and then finally I said, oh man, I'm running out of time. So I went in there, just hardcore, boom, 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 destroying. And I think it was a nice save. It was a nice save after all. This kid kind of looks like the guy from Sora from Kingdom Hearts, huh? There you go, boom, boom. So then once again, we're just doing the outline. I didn't color this one with any watercolor. I was thinking about doing watercolor, but I literally just ran out of time. I've been so busy with work. I have to do some graphics and some video editing. Plus this video editing takes time too, of course. But it's all right. I love doing this for you guys, and I love doing it for myself too. This is awesome. It's awesome to draw every day, and well, at least twice a week, do a completed drawing, right? Oh yeah. Did you guys see the trailer for Star Wars, the Rise of Skywalker? That looks pretty good. I'm kind of like I'm done with Star Wars only because of what they did last time. But if J.J. Abrams could pull this one out of his hat, that'd be awesome. I am excited for some of the shots I saw, so I hope it's good. Just wanted to leave you guys with that. So I'm done with this. You know what? I didn't want to show you the side by side because I wanted to hide my mistakes. but when I put this side by side, you're gonna see everything. So I'm doing this for you guys, just to show you that no one's perfect. I have a tinier Baymax. I didn't measure correctly, so it still looks pretty good. Only that my Baymax may be a little baby Baymax, you know. So if you guys can live with that, I can live with it. I'm just showing you, like I said, I'm not perfect. I didn't want to show you this comparison, but you know, I'm doing it. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching yet again. It's always a pleasure of mine to draw this stuff for you guys. So I'll see you soon. God bless, and keep tuning in. Bye.